Hey, what's going on, people? It's Movado 242 coming back with another quick video. I am a military veteran, and I was an enlisted personnel. And with this looming war coming up, I kind of feel sorry for some of the enlisted people out there because when you can't ask questions in the military for the most part. A lot of times when you ask a question, the response that we used to get was, yours is not to reason why, yours is but to do or die. Or they would say it's above your pay grade. And this Chief Fritz is his name. He had a different outlook on that. And it would have been a pleasure to serve with this man because he sounds like he treated his soldiers with respect and gave them the information that they needed. So let me let you hear what he had to say.
A good question, and it's dear to my heart. The Iraq War and enlisted troops primarily, but I care about all troops, whether it be enlisted or officers, is what got me on this crusade of non-intervention and not going to war based on false pretenses. When I was on active duty, when we first got ready to go into Iraq, I had many enlisted troops coming to me. Chief, why are we doing this? Chief, why are we going to war? Chief, as far as we know, Iraq had nothing to do with 9/11. So why are we going to attack them? I called my old boss at the time, General Dick Myers. He was over at the Pentagon. I sent him an email, and I stated what the troops were telling me. And my former boss disappointed me at the time because he told me, well, Chief, as you know, we follow the orders of our commander-in-chief, and we salute. That broke my heart. That led me to putting in my retirement papers because I could not justify myself sending young troops off the war, which at the time I didn't know the reason why, and did not have an answer for them because during that time I had credibility with the troops of telling them the truth, and I had no answer for them.
Now that's what you call standing on business. I hate it when these people, and not necessarily just in the military, but in a lot of different professions. They know something is wrong, but they won't say anything about it, and they just go along to get along. And then after they retire or after they get out, they'll say, "Oh well, this was happening and this was happening." But that's a rare individual that will do what this man just did, instead of just placating his soldiers. He probably gave them the real deal. Look, I don't know why we're going to war. We don't have a good reason to go, and I can't in good faith sit here and tell you that this is what you should do. Now, being an enlisted person, you don't really have a choice. You either go or you go AWOL. He was an officer. He put in his retirement papers, and that was his right to do so. But he did it standing on business. And that's what you call a real man right there. And the chief knows his history. A lot of times you hear people say Iran always says death to America, death to America. And I think I might have elaborated that in another video. But why do you think they say death? Why do you think they just woke up one morning and decided to say death to America for no reason at all? The chief broke it down pretty good. He had a very, very well articulated argument on why the Iranians say death to America. Check it out.
Opinions and facts. Let me give you some facts, Judge, for your audience, and do your own critical thinking about this. Oh, by the way, throw in, they don't like our way of life. Well, wait a minute. Who's over in their part of the world trying to change their way of life? Right. Oh, by the way, let me just say this, Judge. Oh, by the way, who overthrew their democratic elected government in 1953 with the Brits because of oil, if you will? Who assassinated Soleimani in Iraq? Oh, by the way, who broke the JCPOA, the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, better known as the Iran nuclear deal? And lastly, who attacked Iran in the summer of 2025? Oh, we should be upset? Oh, the Ayatollah can't be trusted? Well, I just gave you a list of things that why we should not be trusted. Remember this, we attack them. They're not over here trying to change our way of life. We're over there trying to change their way of life. This is my country. I love my country, but I should have the right, which I'm doing right now, to express my deepest concern and upsetness with my country because we're causing all these problems, and particularly in the Middle East, on behalf of Israel. We will not be in these wars if it wasn't for Israel. And let me just say that again. That is a fact, and for your audience to use their own critical thinking. What have we done to Iran? Overthrew their government, tried to take their oil, assassinated one of their major top generals, got out of the JCPOA and attacked them.
Man, now that's what you call putting the icing on the cake. If you've ever wondered why they say death to America, I think you just found out. More Americans need to hear that. They need to know the history behind these conflicts. These things just don't pop up out of nowhere. As you can see, there's been a lot of reasons why the Iranians have the notion to say death to America. How would you feel if those things that the chief just articulated happened to you or happened to us in America? What do you think would happen? It wouldn't be pretty. You know, they assassinated a top general who was fighting. I think they said he was doing more fighting against ISIS than the United States was. And now we've got the nerve to have a member of ISIS in the White House meeting with the president. And that guy was one of the people doing beheadings. So I really appreciate this chief. He just laid it out on the line. And I'm going to include a link to the full show so you can see everything else that he had to say, because it's definitely well worth listening to. This man knows what he's talking about, and he speaks with conviction, and you know he means every word he's saying. I salute you, Chief Fritz. And it's that time of night. I think I'm getting ready to play taps and hit the sack. So until next time, peace out.